Yo, what's going on? It's Vita Stream, and this is our first video, and it's on the G Cloud. I just picked this baby up, and man, this is a game changer for everything. So, today's video, we're specifically going to be speaking about Call of Duty Mobile on the G Cloud. So, I've been having some issues of, I've been watching videos of how to set it up and everything, but honestly, you absolutely do not need to connect an Xbox controller, like pair it up, just so you can use the controls on here, because that's all it needs to enable, and then you can use these. So let's get right into this video. Alrighty, so you guys are going to want to be in game mode, which is this. Get out of tablet mode, and once you're here, basically you'll see everything, like all your Game Pass and whatnot. So make sure you go to settings on top of here. Do not go to settings in this one here. Do not go to this setting, because this setting will take you somewhere else. This is not where we want to be. So you're going to go ahead and click on top here. Just scroll down to labs. You're going to go ahead and see where it says key mapping. Make sure your device is up to date, and go ahead and start up Call of Duty Mobile. Alrighty, y'all, so we are here at the home screen. So we're just going to go ahead and start off at the settings, and then we'll get to the key mapping programming once we get into a game. So we're just going to go ahead and click settings here up on top. So we're going to we're going to go to basic, and this is going to tell you everything you need to use on the G Cloud without connecting anything. All the parameters basically, and just copy everything and put it on yours. So aim assist on. Fix R fire button, fix position. R fire button, leave that on. Joystick, left control. Fix control, leave that off. Show L fire button, leave that on. And then that's still on. Shotgun hip fire, hold to fire. ADS button for rotation, leave that on. One tap ADS fire, leave that off, because we don't need that. Quick weapon switch, leave that on. Shotgun hit reminder, off. One tap. Secondary, instant. Movable, leave that on default. Bolt action weapon pre-input, leave that off. ADS, tap and hold to ADS, because when we program this, we want to tap and hold it. There's a tap to ADS. All these other ones, if you switch any of these, like tap to ADS, basically what will happen is this: as soon as you click your aim button, it's just gonna like lock in. So leave that there. Sync ADS to scope, leave that off. And then all this would be basically on, I assume. If yours isn't, go ahead and turn it on and enable all that. ADS won't interrupt reload, click that on. Enhance sway effect, leave that off. You could turn that on, not too sure what that does. Fast throw grenade, off. Hold crouch while sprinting to slide. So therefore when you're running and you press it down on the R3 button, which is this right thumbstick, and you click it down while you're running, it'll slide just like how the Xbox controller will. Always sprint, leave that on, because there's literally no way around it. So every time you move this joystick to move forward, it's going to run automatically. Make sure to put the sensitivity to 16. You could adjust it to your preference, but preferably I just show 16, and it's been great. Continuous grenade throw, leave that on. Slide hint off. And then damage number obviously off. Damage number transparency, leave that all the way up. Split throw. You guys could just go through all this, and then I'll swipe on this side so you go ahead and see everything else. I don't think I touched anything here. There's a miss prevention touch. I just left that off still. But yeah, so this is basically all your settings, and I don't think anything else here I touched. Everything else is just stock, straight out the box, how the game is. And this is yeah, so that's basically it. And then here's your sensitivity. This is where it really comes into like play to get the feel, because the sensitivity on these controls are, on the joysticks at least, they're very high in sensitivity, so you just start like scrambling everywhere. So I'm gonna just go ahead and go through everything here. Rotation speed, acceleration, and then you're gonna put your, usually at 28, this is gonna be your rotation mode obviously. And then link with resolution, leave that on. Switch while opening ADS, sensitivity switch. And then you got your sensitivity here. Unfold that. Leave that off. We don't need that. So it doesn't matter if this was on and it was at 200. It's off, so it's not even in play. So leave that. Sensitivity presets. Camera sensitivity, I have it on custom. So basically everything here will be in effect now. So like you have all this. So this would basically like, how can I say it? So if you turn this on, let me correct myself. If you turn this on, the camera sensitivity, as soon as you start moving this bar, all this will be adjusted at one shot to like this number. So we're gonna go ahead and turn that off. And then we're gonna have steering sensitivity. You guys could go ahead and just copy everything. Let me go ahead and put this here for you guys to see. So you got, just go through everything. I'm gonna go ahead and go slow. And then you guys could start just copying everything. I'll go through every setting. So that's pretty much for that. Now you're gonna go to firing sensitivity. They're all different. So just make sure to copy the right folder basically. You guys can go ahead and pause the video and whatnot. If you guys are confused of what goes to what, you see how they labeled it gyro sense, and then you click it. Obviously all these are off still because we're manually changing every little thing. I set it for like 5 hours, adjusting little by little by little, and I'll show you guys some gameplay after, of course. Unmark that from the favorite. There's the RCXD and whatnot. I haven't adjusted this yet because I haven't got the RCXD, so I couldn't get to that exactly. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, let's get right into this game. Alrighty, so we're just gonna click multiplayer. Doesn't matter, you can play ranked, whatever. So go ahead and leave this here while we get in the match. Alrighty guys, so we went ahead and successfully loaded into the game. It's a little chopped right now, but it's fine. We're just gonna go ahead in this corner and just camp it basically. Alright, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and hold this home button. Go to keep mapping is configured. It shouldn't say, and then you're gonna go ahead and enable it. It should be off, or it might be on, not too sure, but make sure it's on. Configure key map. Now if you look here, everything is in a certain position. So like down D-pad will enable this. All my other D-pads here, I also threw B in there. It's a little bit off. So we're gonna go ahead and start. So your right thumbstick, you're gonna just go ahead and put it up here. You can resize it. If you click take repeat off, you can resize it. It will turn this big. And then basically after you're done, just press hold and it'll say repeat. This is the only one you're gonna want to repeat. Do not put repeat on this one. This is the same thing. Do not put repeat. Because if you put repeat, this, when you start running, it'll start like glitching out going forward. Like it'll just start tweaking out. So do not put hold on that. We could just show map keys, therefore I could show you guys and not get kicked out of the game. Therefore I could move around. Alrighty, so I put the down D-pad up here and I used L1 here. L2, which is your left trigger, which is your aim button. See, that's your aim. See how it's working there? And your A is going to be on top of jump. Your R2, of course, is going to be the shooting button, of course. There's one on this side, but you don't worry about that one. Just leave that one there. So you're going to go ahead and leave R2 here. And I'm on tactical, so I set it up like tactical. Then your X is going to be on your reload button. You see how I have that position exactly. It's kind of like off of it, on it. It still works though. Literally how it's supposed to. R1 is like right in between the knife button and the grenade. I kind of have to adjust that a little bit because that's supposed to be for the grenade. Also the Y, of course, if you press Y, it would change your guns. Then you have B on top, like floating a little bit on and off this D-pad. But your D-pad left will control this one. Your D-pad going up will control the middle. D-pad right will control that one. So the only one I haven't figured out is this one here, which I don't really care. I don't really use it like that anyways. This is Call of Duty Mobile, not Black Ops 7. That's pretty much it for the gameplay here. So we're just gonna go ahead and adjust that R1 back to where it's supposed to be. We're just gonna move it a little bit, and I'll show you guys how to do that. So you're just gonna get it, and then you'll just move it a little bit. And that's pretty much it. And you'll click save. After you adjusted everything, you can see basically everything here. You'll just basically leave it like that. So we'll see if it works. Yep, there it is. I had it too much on there, but it should be perfect for the next game that we're gonna use it for, which is gonna be Battle Royale. So of course, let me zoom out of here. Yeah, for you guys to see all the controls. Let me take this off real quick. Alrighty, so aim like your normal. Grenade, it switches to it. It doesn't throw it. You throw it with the shooting button like that. I've seen many other YouTubers make videos on YouTube, and it honestly didn't solve the issue to like not be upset that we can't use our controls. So they didn't like properly do the key mapping, but I had enough time to do it. And I'll just go straight into it. So basically, I'm gonna go ahead and take off this layout so we don't see the keys no more. We're gonna go back in the game. R for the scope is for the like snipers as well, for quick scoping and whatnot, because that really does play a big factor. There's literally so many different settings for everything, which is kind of ridiculous. You would think it would just be a one and done type of deal, but it is not. Oh. This is, you know, everybody can start playing G Cloud with Call of Duty Mobile. Maybe it'll start getting more active with the G Cloud, not too sure. But this is a big help. So, yeah, let's get right into it. So let's get right into the settings. So we're going to go ahead and hop into settings. And we're going to go ahead and hit controls. I'm going to show you like MP mode, which is multiplayer mode. Then you're going to have BR mode, which is Battle Royale. Zombies Classic, whatever. Same thing, so on and so on and so on. We'll just start off with multiplayer. So multiplayer is already kind of set up. But like for the vehicle, if you click here, you're going to see all these buttons here. You see how they're, I'm pretty sure if you click yours, they're all going to be in different positions. Like say if I click this one here, I want it smaller. If I want it smaller, I'll go smaller. If I go bigger, I'll go bigger. I'm going to put that back at 100%. Alrighty, so what you're going to do is basically leave it like that. You're going to go ahead and press and hold this home button. Open key mapping. Show mapped keys. You do not want to touch any of these mapped keys anymore. So basically, like the R3 won't move no more because you're just showing it. You're not programming no more. They're already programmed from multiplayer. Now we're going to adjust the layout in each, you know, like the setting for the vehicle. Now we will move, like if we have to move this, we will move this around. Of course, we want it on L, so we're going to move that to L. I still left like B. I moved it. I still left it there. So basically, all you got to move is the icons for the game. So L2, of course, this is for the brake, so I put that there. R2 is for acceleration. A is for the horn. R1, which is going to be this bumper right here. And that's the shoot, whatever you want. After that, you'll be set and done. And then you have tank and boat. You're going to go custom layout. Like I said, just move everything around to your liking. Y is still there. I move that to there. Everything, put it in its place. Move the icons. Mode and shoot into BR mode, which is Battle Royale mode. We're going to leave this on hip fire. Of course, like all the other modes. Then we're going to hit layout B here. And hit custom layout. Same thing. L2 is for your brake. R2 is for your acceleration. A is for the horn. R3 you could just, there's nothing there you could put there. You could probably maybe put this there, but I wouldn't care for it. The exact layout where it needs to be. Same thing with the helicopter. I was playing Battle Royale, got into a helicopter, and that's when I figured out, hey, I need to program this too. I thought everything would be programmed, but no, everything has its certain step of their own thing. Everybody has their own setting, which is kind of ridiculous. Pretty much it. Same thing goes for zombie apocalypse. Make sure hipfire is on, you know, do the layout and everything. It will display everything on there. Like, I haven't done this one really. Everything kind of still lands in the same spot basically. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. And yeah, you guys are pretty solid. You guys don't even need to enable this at all. This could be dead because we're not using a controller. You still need to use the touchpad, like for battle royale. We'll hop into battle royale actually. Therefore, I could show you exactly what I mean. There's some, you know, you still need to use the touchscreen, which is fine. I can live with that. So here are your battle royale keys. Like, I've moved a certain letter. That's where B is. B is going to be for your backpack, you know. Still, you hit to knife because that's all you got. So we'll go through it basically, and everything should work successfully, and you guys will not, and I repeat, not need to connect a controller. I hope this video helps, and let's get into some gameplay. Pretty cool. So we did find a vehicle. As you can see, we have the truck here. Just to show you that you can still drive. So you're gonna have to just you know, click it, and then you could just go ahead and start driving the vehicle. So this will be set like this still, so you could drive it like this with the toggle basically, but you can still just use the gas and brake as well. So there's that. There's the horn. So right here we secured a gun, aiming, everything's the same, and then we'll enter this vehicle, which has got to be one of these. Still getting used to everything. So there's that. There's your acceleration button, and then here's your brake, here's your horn. If this video helped you guys, I know it's my first video, but if you're, a lot of people would love this. This helped everything out that I needed. I'm sure it's gonna help somebody else out as well. And of course, make sure you leave a like, make sure you subscribe, and put the post notifications on, because we got the G Cloud, we got the Vita, Call of Duty Mobile, Declassified, trying to get that game back up and going. So like I said, y'all, you guys take care. See you in the next one.